Hello. Good morning. Good morning. How are we all doing today? Welcome, Poi. Welcome, welcome. Man, every time I need to scroll past the, like, $30 of you aren't allowed to use Flame, I get a little sad. In order to get to the first notification that can refresh the Lyrilyte's number. Like, right. Can't use Flame, I forgot. Yes, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Berg. Unicorn. I don't know what we're doing today. I mean, I said yap, but... Or, it says yep. But we have... we might be in Paralog Hell again. We really might. Because we've got these two. But we haven't finished Legends of the Lake. Or Legend of the Lake. Which it spawns a big dragon for us to fight. Level 33. How are our people? They're like level 30. Maybe if we do a grind, we might be able to do it. So explore, grind, legends. I think that's what we're doing, right? Almost back to where I was before, swapping to the clean save file. More fun experience thus far. Also beat the dragon first try, not even that difficult. Nice. Foreign land and sky will also be slightly different this route. Oh, cool. Cool, cool. Yeah. I think I established that people basically have the same dialogue. A lot of them do. Maybe they don't. Should double check that.
AOL, the Valley of Torment? What kind of a name for a place is that? It sounds scary. Do I really have to go with
Okay,
you?
yeah, this is just different.
Hey,
because
here's an idea.
this is a different
Maybe let the recluse stay
order,
home and
right?
hold
Like
the
different
fort.
order of stages. So wouldn't these be different? Because do we go to... I don't think we go to the Valley of Torment immediately. In
You're not a
Beagles,
teacher
the other
anymore,
Beagles
and we're not your
run.
students, but everyone still calls you professor. Is there something you'd rather be called?
I've already made this joke, right? We've already done this. We've already done this. I don't need to. We don't need to fill in the blank of. We're not filling in the blank here. You can call me professor. That's fine.
I never do get used to the sight of blood. It always makes me feel as if I might faint. I suppose I've told you that, though, yes? I have no idea how you cope with it. I hope this war ends soon. I dislike being lightheaded because other people are bleeding everywhere. Though the thought of working hard for it does sound like quite a pain.
Honestly, that's so true and so real. For chapters that are very similar to what happens in Blue Lions, the dialogue will likely be similar or the same, but the story here is very different from Crimson Flowers, so probably not. Much overlap between the two. Oh, probably not much overlap between the two. Yeah, that's fair. And we have a different roster from Blue Lions, so they probably say different things. Okay. So we'll talk to everybody.
Gotta clean out the storerooms, tend the flowers, do the washing, dust the library.
Except for Cyril. You need help, buddy?
Well, this is my job. Lady Rhea herself gave it to me.
Yeah,
Even if
just
Lady
again,
Rhea's
don't
not here right now,
don't be
I still
sifting
gotta
through any
do my
drawers.
duty. Like you gotta have other stuff you ought to be doing, yeah?
Oh, hold on a second. Cultivate. 2 and 1 green.
Professor.
Find 2 basic lands, put 1 into play, tapped, 1 into your hand.
Since the past, I have learned much of the language of Fodlan. But speaking the Fodlan language still gives me difficulty. I can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now. But understanding and speaking are fruits of a different color.
Of course. That's part of your charm. Isn't this, like, kind of insensitive? To be like, you talk funny, and that's good.
I have gratitude for you, Professor.
No. Alright.
I hope that I will have fluency one day.
Oh, can you teach me flying? I guess this is a good opportunity for me to double check. No.
Okay.
What?
She does talk funny, and if it doesn't bother her, it's fine. Yeah, it's fair.
Pardon me. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Is everyone setting out on a big campaign? Not exactly. Ah, so you're meeting up with the reinforcements. Well, you can leave guarding this place to me. I'll keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Thank you, Gatekeeper. I appreciate you. Still
I hope
no
things
merchant.
go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals. Hey, how about a favor?
Secret thingy to open up her secret shop. What are we gonna do about Lysithea's bows? That's my question. We can go check Abyss.
Hey, Professor. Thanks for your hard work again. Nothing to report today. Was I convincing? Was it like he was standing right in front of you? Some things are the same as
My
they
dude.
were 5 years ago. But I guess a lot more has changed.
Nothing to report. Let's go check Abyss for a second, because, I think I just don't have any... Lysithea's not gonna have any attacks. She can't attack.
Hi there.
I'm gonna have to feed the animals. We will actually need to feed the animals if this is the case. Unfortunately. Dark Merchant, please hurry up, man. Yeah, and the funny thing is that Lysithea is one of our few good units, so we kind of need her.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Remember that battle 5 years ago? Oh, I'm guessing you do. Anyway, remember that knight who watched over Abyss with me for a while? He said he was going to check on things up top, but that he'd return. Thing is, I haven't seen him since.
Oh, he's
Knights
super
have
dead.
returned, but not him. I hope he's safe.
Oh, he's like 100% dead. Like, there is no chance that they're alive.
So you intend to march into ALL? Frankly, I want no part of it. Surely such an uneventful journey won't require my presence. You will? Then I shall don my marching boots. Though I would ask that we at least consider marching only under cover of night.
That's really not going to happen at all. Do you think the lava heat something makes it even worse? Like, being in the sun is already bad, but if you're a few steps away from a mini sun, does that make the effect worse? Can I buy magic bows yet? Please. Please, please. I can buy one. Better than 0, but not great. Maybe you get like 1 per chapter or something like that. Because I had 3 the one time, and this time I only have 1. So... Oh, right, but we got a magic bow from the last map, too. We'll try and get a magic crystal, like at least 1. No, you just didn't buy them all last time? What do you mean? Like, the one time I bought from the altar, there was a stack of 3. But the thing is, I bought it a little bit later, because Lysithea wasn't, like, there yet. Right? You didn't have enough renown, so you only bought 2? Oh, so on this playthrough, we only had enough to buy 2. So there's 1 left. Got it. I see. So there was only 3. Wait, was that... Did we change off the... Hold on a second. Yes, Panda, we are feeding the animals again, because Lysithea needs to be able to attack, otherwise we lose. So this is unfortunately the price we pay for doing some stupid bullshit. I mean, we could just change her back to a mage, and then I'm sure we'll be fine. We could move Caduceus to her, but, like, that's lame, you know what I mean? Why not instead make problems and then deal with them, right? Why would I want to not have problems, you know what I mean? It's fucking goddamn cats not giving me magic crystals. Hilda bolting? Yeah, I mean, we'll find out what we do on that run. I think the thing that is... Oh, we got an arcane crystal! Let's fucking go! I think the funny thing about... It's just like making people who really shouldn't be magic casters into magic casters is that we run into what's happening with Bernie, where like she just doesn't do any fucking damage. Like, could you imagine how OP a Dark Flyer Lysithea would be? Because she actually has a magic stat. But no, we had to make Bernadetta the caster, and her super scary 14 magic stat. It's so terrifying. Not the 14 magic, oh god. She might almost kill an armored knight. Maybe, almost. Oh my stupid cats. Give me an arcane crystal. Fucking why? Whatever. Hilda has speed and strength to hold spells? What does that mean, hold spells? Honestly, Hilda magic growth is not that bad. What is it?
Require?
Yeah, how is our Bernadetta?
Now let me see. Marvelous.
Magic
This
is
one should
3
be proud of their
stars.
growth. Fare thee well.
Oh, I see. I never considered that. Okay, sure. I always forget tomes have weight.
No.
Like, damn, this book's fucking heavy. This bolting book? There's so many damn pages in it.
Mock used to come down to Abyss pretty frequently. We never dealt with them, though. I was happy you finally drove them out for...
Yep. What are you doing?
The Valley of Torment, huh? I see your angle, but don't let your guard down. Any movement about their borders, and the Lords of the Kingdom will react swiftly. Don't underestimate them. Keep your focus on a positive outcome. There's a lot to gain and a lot to lose.
You got it, friend. Bolting double. Damn.
The Valley of Torment. Isn't that the place where it's scorching hot year-round? You know, I've always wanted to see the world. That's why I left my village. And here I am, traveling to all these interesting new places to kill people. Not what I had in mind. Maybe I'll find some time to admire the scenery. Though people might get mad I'm not taking this silly war seriously. Oops, that was close. Almost sighed.
I mean, sometimes if you want to see places in medieval Europe, basically, you gotta kill some people with magic, and then you'll be able to do whatever you want.
When the monastery fell to ruin, we lost all hope for support from the church. Most able-bodied folks abandoned Abyss for the surface around that time. Since then, we've been barely scraping by.
That sounds like a skill issue. Right, and we don't have the big guy. We don't have Baltus because we literally forgot to recruit him. So we also don't have the Baltus paralogue, I guess. Which that one was difficult. I don't even remember if it gave something good.
I was sure that the fall of Garrick Mock had claimed your life. I left
And you
for the
didn't
kingdom
leave.
initially, but my reading of the stars spelled disaster.
Oh, you did, okay.
So I turned back. I've spent most of the past 5 years drifting through Alliance territory. I've only recently returned.
Alright, see you later, ma'am. Yeah, I didn't know Bolting could double. I'm guessing it's just like a very heavy spell. And that is why it is a... You do not typically get the double. Goobla. Yeah. Oh, random invisible person. So we're at max professor level. I guess we don't really have the gold to spare to gift people stuff. Because I was gonna say we don't need to do cooking. But I think we should sauna first. Actually, no, if we're only training once, does sauna really matter? Probably.
Can you help me? AOL, the Valley of Torment. Oh man, I really do not want to go there. That place is crazy hot. For guys like me, who grew up somewhere cold, man, it's gonna be rough. Though, I guess that climate will keep our enemies at bay.
Yeah, honestly, the being literally beside lava part, I don't think I like that, you know? It's a 25 to 50% increase in stat gains. Everyone feels the same. Or like for their personal skills.
Hi.
Yeah, I feel like there's always... Like, there's people whose personal skills are insane. Right? Like, Ferdinand's personal skill is just free avoid. Which, maybe it's because of the type of stat that it is, but... Like, I overvalue that a lot. Whereas you might think something like Petra's skill is good. But when are you attacking somebody below 50 and you actually need to crit them? Primarily monsters. But then it's like, okay, I mean... I guess there's the one thing there. Even versus a monster, it feels like you're just gonna killer bow, hunter's volley them. Baldus doesn't have a post-time skip paralogue? Oh, did we do it before time skip then? But yeah, I would figure that a personal skill is a good way to give a character an action or a trait that is... it gives you context for what you're supposed to be doing with them. But I guess if it's too overbearing, then you can't really work with it. Like, the thing that I find strange about Bernadetta's personal skill is, like, how is she taking damage? Like, where... like, why... you know? Like, how are you supposed to... how is she... literally, how is she supposed to take damage? I don't understand. Like, she is made out of paper. She will die. Meanwhile, Ash with just lockpick, why didn't they give him +1 movement? I feel like +1 movement is, like, extremely strong, no? Like, that just as a skill is insane.
In other words...
ALL, the Valley of Torment, lies on the border of 3 noble territories. The kingdoms Fraldarius and Galatea families, and the Alliance's Daphno family. In the Fraldarius lands to the north, the former Kingdom Army and New Duke's army are fighting.
The rest of Ash's kit is kind of bad. Like, the combat arts he gets?
I've heard people talk about the hero of Daphno. If the stories of her courage are true, no one will be able to stand against us. In different circumstances, I'd have wanted to try crossing swords with her. Right now, we have to focus on getting to those reinforcements. Let's hope nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, I feel like +1 move is, like, way too powerful. Just in general. Like, have you seen how many times I've used drawback? Just free 1 movement is, very good.
Capture anyone who seems suspicious.
Yes, to kill them.
I'm glad you understand.
Would make him actually useful, that's all I'm saying. Well, there's plenty of ways you can make somebody useful, right? Like, you could just give him a strength growth of 50 and then he'll be useful.
In other words...
That doesn't necessarily mean much. I do kind of wonder, like, what they were thinking when they gave Ash lockpick. Is there anyone... Ash is Blue Lions, right? Is there anyone who would have... Sorry, this is the question. Is there anybody who would be a thief in the Blue Lions?
They can't accept reality. Dimitri is dead. He's not coming back.
Oh, right. Yeah, Dimitri just fucking died.
Fargus believed Dimitri, my father as well.
Yeah, okay. Felix just... Right, your pal. They're just dead.
We will take the Imperial capital. It is odd to think that I will be invading the very city that I once called home. Ah, that is still a ways off. I will prepare for our journey to ALL.
I mean, people like Ignatz on Maddening because he just has hit +20 as a personal skill. Yeah, and the unfortunate thing about stats, right? Maybe Felix, but no great thief candidates. Yeah, so I wonder if maybe the purpose could have been that, well, no one's really good at being a thief, like, or an assassin. So what if we just give lockpick to somebody so that they're not fucked over by not buying keys every single time?
Well...
Or just like, here's a nice thing that you don't have to worry about throughout your game. Yeah, so the thing about stats, right? I'm gonna cross this bridge first.
5 years. Half of the kingdom has fallen to the Empire. Skirmished despite such tumult. We look upon the same sky, unchanged by the storm happening beneath it.
Yeah, I can't really see the sky from this camera angle, Flynn.
Yes, it would be nice, I suppose. Things were simpler then.
Yep. You got it. The thing about stats is that they'll be contextually good. And I think if you understand the game that you're making, then you'll know which stats are better or worse. Right? Like if I said, and it's obvious that stats don't have equivalent values. Like, hit plus 20 is not the same as giving someone strength plus 20. Right? They're clearly different. But even if you have a basic heuristic for how different those things are, like, considering the greater context of, okay, well, Maddening, like, this person's going to be a lot better on Maddening because hit rates are lower on that difficulty, right? Is important to think about. I think also with Lysithea gets more XP, right? Or more skill mastery or something. You're right, Felix should have strength plus 20 as his personal skill. Welcome, Cesar. Welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can try and balance it at that level. Or maybe, like, you could also take the angle where it is imbalanced, but that doesn't matter. Like, they don't care. She gets double skill XP and maybe level XP, I don't know. Mine kind of just sucks. She should at least have A rank faith because reasons instead of C rank. What do you mean? Like, she starts with A rank faith? I don't think that would be fair at all, based on when you get her. Bounce on me instead? It's awfully forward of you. Yeah, like, I don't know. I just feel like...
No.
So, keep in mind, it's also fine for things to just be unbalanced, right? Like, a lot of playing a game is finding what is good and then doing that thing. Which is a little bit ruined by the age of information, in my opinion. Because people will be like, this is really good, just do this. So when you make the puzzle, like, a little bit easy to figure out, then people will just, like, Lysithea is really good, use Lysithea. It's like, well, okay. Guys, we figured out that the person with high magic growth and double skill XP is really good. Guys, we solved the problem. You know what I mean? People can literally get Lysithea to be rank B and reason for Dark Spikes in Chapter 4, for God's sake. Yeah, but I think we understand why that's the case. She literally has a personal skill that lets her do that. Right? Also, I'm sure you could get, like, some rank in something by simply grinding. Or, like, spending all of your spell slots by the end of the map. Right, like, Mastermind is an ability that that person has.
Maybe.
So why make everyone more special? I don't understand what you're saying.
Meeting reinforcements.
Why not make everyone more special?
An astute decision to me. In that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely that we will be disturbed. It also means we will need to contend with those harsh conditions ourselves, however. Best ensure we are well prepared.
What I'm saying is that, on the outset, it's possible that the personal skills were deemed fair.
No.
So it's like, okay, well, all right, let's look through some personal skills. It's like, what even is Byleth's personal skill? Well, this is Professor's Guidance Plus, but I think without the, it's multiplies this unit's and adjacent allies' experience earned by 1.2. This one is the avoidance one. Yeah, this one is you get HP back if you don't take an action. Like, I don't know if I fully understand what the purpose of this is. It's like, how does this relate to what Linhardt is supposed to be doing? I don't know if I understand. It's like, when would you ever be in danger of not having HP? Like, what is the purpose of this? This one is very good, but also I don't fully understand how you're supposed to reasonably activate this. This one is actually pretty decent, because you just passively can heal people around you. This one is probably good versus monsters, but there's a lot of cases where this doesn't do anything. So, does my... the right things. This one is kind of interesting, because it lets you, like... it lets your Felix be kind of strong in the early game, so you can leverage this to be good in the early game. This one, I mean, 2 extra damage? Sylvain probably frontlines beside, you know, another female unit. It's good. You know, it covers up to 20% of max HP at the start of each turn, and when adjacent to cavalry or flying. Yeah, so why does this person have healing? She's a priest. Doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, this is the other person's ability, but for males. Okay. It takes 5 less damage when no battalion is assigned. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Unit initiates combat and defeats a foe. Grants +4 stats for 1 turn. She's just supposed to chain kill people. More growths, more luck. +3 attack when basically playing as an assassin. This one's strange. This one is probably kind of good. Yeah, I don't know. On lower difficulties, it makes her easier to use as a frontline healer, kind of like Mercedes. Sure. Honestly, I would make Catnap like assassin stealth, but you need to wait. So that Lynn doesn't die? Is that the point?
Okay.
It's like if you wait, Lynn doesn't get targeted by the archer. Maybe. I mean, I don't think I ever really finished my point, but kind of my criticisms of the system are that some of them are like very clearly big stat boosts, and then some of them are like you heal 10% HP on a healer. Like what is this? Dorothy heals all the people around her? I don't know. I do not know what their intentions are with the personal skills. Like, some of them feel like Felix and Catherine are leverage these in the early game. You know what I mean? And all the ones that are like wait to get a stat boost, like Deju, are like these are things that you can clearly leverage in the early game to get an advantage. And they kind of shift your playstyle. I think also Bernadetta's, for example, is like, well, try to get Bernadetta to take a damage before you do anything else, and then never heal her. It's like, okay, I mean, I guess I could do that. And then some of them are just bad. Like the ones like Lone Wolf that gives a unit a very defined strength at a specific point in the game. Catherine, not so much, because by the time you get her, it's not that good. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly, which is why I was like, okay, well, Ash has Lock Touch. So maybe by the time you've got keys and stuff figured out, you either have another thief or something like that, right? Marianne should just get +2 movement by being near a mounted unit at the start of the turn. Yeah. Yeah, I love giving units +2 movement, of course. I think that is fair and balanced. Fair and also balanced.
Well, Valley of Torment. No. I'm trying to remember the legends surrounding ALL.
Okay, understandable. I was a little concerned for a second there, Marianne. I'm trying to think where my thoughts were at. But it was that, like, yeah, I think the whole thing with personal skills is that they're not that important, right? It's like, they can be, like, they're important for some characters. Sometimes they're important for some characters at, like, the start of the game. Sometimes they're, like, borderline useless. And that just kind of be how it do, you know what I mean? Like, they're not meant to be super balanced. Because, like, if you ask me, I think a skill like Mastermind would never be balanced against something else. Like, it just fucking isn't. Like, it's way too good. Any kind of thing that breaks, like, the EXP curve in an RPG that is even, like, mildly exploitable is broken. In my opinion. Unless your RPG game is somehow miraculously balanced that levels do not actually mean that much. Which is not how this game works, because stats do mean a lot in this game. Would you call Yuritsa fair and balanced? I don't know what Yuritsa's skill was. It's also important to keep in mind that Yuritsa was a free DLC character. Right? Like, he was not there on the release of the game. Also Mastermind. I think the context for Yuritsa having Mastermind is, like, might have more to do with that you get him late in the game. Maybe? Question mark? Or maybe they had it as, like, a flavor meme at the start. And then when they actually made him a playable character, you just still had it. Could be that, too. Because, like, some of them feel like nods to flavor wins, right? Like the... Like, Sylvain's skill, for example, is, like, not amazing, but it's like a flavor win. Yeah, I mean, counterattack is, like, probably not fair in general. Wait, what does he get counterattack from? Okay, well, we'll get this right this time, I swear. Death Knight Mastery. Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's a few perspectives. The one is that, like, things do not need to be perfectly balanced against each other. Like, it is fine for some skills to just be, like, a little bit better for the sake of... Wait, I didn't even... It didn't even brush up past the barrier thing. That's stupid. It is fine for things to be imbalanced. It's also fine for things to be imbalanced, like, in context to the game's systems. So, like, Wizard in Metaphor is imbalanced, in my opinion. Because MP is, like, a real gate to whether you're allowed to do things in the game. So if you just have infinite mana all the time, it's kind of like, well, that's fucking broken. Or Merchant is like, well, I'm just gonna sit on 7 billion items. Like, is that fair? When Cleric's world skill does basically fucking nothing? So I think it's fine for things to be imbalanced and then for the player to evaluate what is good or bad. Right? Or he just gets Mastermind. His personal is plus 20 hit on initiating combat. Oh, that's cool. It's also the only melee unit in the game to get Darting Blow. Yeah, I mean, that's just, like, interesting. I wonder why they did that. But, like, is any of this making sense to you? Or are you just gonna, like, continue complaining about things that are different about characters because they're different? Like, that's what I'm curious about. You know what I mean? I don't know if I need to train any other people. Someone was swapping to being a flyer. That was me. But who else is swapping to doing something else? Leone maybe is going to be doing bow things. I get game development is hard. Where's the but? Which is even dumber because the issue with Mastermind as a personal skill is that it doesn't do anything once you've actually trained up. Being able to unequip it is so wild. Nice. Oh. Lycidia can maybe get to, like, S+. Bow, maybe. This time around. But yeah, my point was that, like, I think it is fine to make you can kind of tell this game was slightly rushed. That's fine in the grand scheme of things. I mean, listen, aside from the, like, perceived incompleteness of Crimson Flower, which I'm actually going to be honest with you, I didn't even necessarily feel. Outside from the fact that, like, the story arc wasn't that impressive, like, it didn't feel incomplete to me, I guess. It's just we kind of went on a warpath and then killed everybody. The thing that I was going to say was, it's fine for things to be a little bit imbalanced. I guess at the end of the day, there's the opportunity cost that using one unit is not using another unit. But it is a little unfortunate because I think that, like, having strategies that are clearly dominant kind of makes it that, you know, people will be able to find those strategies and then use them. Especially in the age of information, it is very easy to find information on these things and then just, like not think about it at all and then just copy what someone else was doing, right? Maybe that's a good thing, but, you know, I think a lot of the fun in the game is what you choose to do, right? I love Fire Emblem 5 and that game is unbalanced as hell. yeah, it's like, I don't know. Balance as a concept is to serve the purpose of good gameplay. Like, I think that's the important part of the framing, right? So Mastermind is maybe not, like, Mastermind is definitely way better than Catnap, right? So you could say that those two things are not balanced. But, like, is Catnap fun and flavorful? Yes. Is Mastermind flavorful? Yes. But also, it's very good. And then people get to talk about how OP Lysithea is in all of their playthroughs. So, you know, for how it stands in the game itself, here's this thing that you can use that is very strong, that will probably make for a fun playthrough. And then we can compare and contrast against things that are probably just flavor wins and not really supposed to be useful. And then you can have people complaining about it. It's like, this, I don't know. I think that makes for a good experience. I think the problem is when something is so unusably bad that, like, you just can't even... You can't even fathom using it. I'm fine with Lysithea being a total power outlier. She deserves it. Meanwhile, Alois gets forgotten by everyone. Yeah, I mean, listen, maybe it's just me, right? But my understanding is that people like playing like pseudo dating sim games because they like the character designs. I don't mean to be rude to Alois as someone who is going to probably end up looking like Alois, but I think there are less people who are into the dad uncle type than the, like, strong knight lady, you know? Sethaf needs to see me. Flar's gonna be bald like Eloise. So true and real. Yeah, it's like, you're allowed to be part of the, like, the percentage minority, right? But the unfortunate thing about design, I guess, is that, like, you have to assume that there is a general taste. So, you know. Oh, not like Eloise. Eloise has hair. You won't! What the fuck? Catherine Sims are a paradox? Wait, why? I don't know. I feel like when you have a game like any of the Hoyo games, like, you can very clearly see that making waifus is like a... And not that it's not hard, but it's like very clearly, like, if you look at a character and go like, oh, that character was made for me, for real, you've just been got. You know what I mean? So it's like, when they made Risotto in Engage, what they did was they pulled me up. They pulled up all of my personal information, and they were like, this freak likes this. And then they made Risotto.
Maybe.
Sorry, so how did we get from Catherine Simsar a paradox to everyone in Fire Emblem is kind of replaceable?
Meeting reinforcements in the Valley of Torment seems an astute decision to me. In that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely that we will be disturbed. It also means...
You talking? Well, I asked, like, what do you mean by Catherine Simsar paradox? I did ask the question. As for characters that are replaceable, I don't think so. Like, you could say that all subjective, like, puzzle pieces of any game are replaceable. By just being like, yeah, I mean, Sylvain could just be, like, a different red-haired boy. But, like, the character designs are what they are. What I was suggesting was that, like, it's someone's responsibility to, like, make Sylvain. Like, there's some person who has played Fire Emblem Three Houses, who has never posted on a single forum, who has never, like, talked about this game at all to literally anybody, right? Who has played this game, who has loaded this up, and they're like, man, Sylvain is literally my husbando. I want to smash Sylvain so bad. I literally want him so bad. You know what I mean? And that is, like, all a character designer is trying to do. You know? At least in context to a husbando waifu simulator game. Right? Like, they are trying to make the character designs appealing so that you can feel some degree of emotional attachment to them. And I think that that's great. I think that you can let people have their thing. Sylvain cheats on you and apologizes again, ASMR. Oh, man. It's great. Yeah, and, like, Ferdinand, for example, is very clearly just the golden retriever guy. Right? Like, that's just... I don't know. Or Sylvain is, like, the playboy flirt guy. Oh, everyone already has motivation. Fucking... Is there anyone who doesn't? That matters. No! Oh. Having all in-house characters be dead in cutscenes just results in it being awkward. And being an awkward cutscene between you and the main lord. Yeah, I believe that. I think we don't have anything to do with the rest of the time. Oh, can anyone train me in axes, maybe?
Professor, you're not a teacher. You're not a
Who'd be able to train me in axes? Alois? Fucking nobody? No one can train me in axes? Man, I hate it here. Why do all my units suck? Can you train me in axes? I know that you don't use them, but... Nope. Alright, I love wasting time in the monastery. Oh, wait, should we buy stuff and prepare, maybe? Petra, if she was higher axe rank than you? Yeah, which is not.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Oh, wait, can I buy magic bows from you? Oh.
Come back soon.
Hey there.
Oh, I need one more arcane crystal.
Come back anytime.
Yeah, at least stock up on ore if you don't have much. Yeah,
Hello there.
That's what I was thinking.
This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
But do I have any bulges to sell?
This one, yes?
Oop.
Return soon, please.
Got any bulgies? There they are. I have 14 of them. I'm holding on to 14 bulges. That's crazy.
Thank you. Please come again.
Pardon me.
Sorry, I know that I moved away from this point multiple times and then came back to it and then forgot what I was gonna say and then like moved away from it then came back to it.
Right.
But I think a lot of the purpose of making a good experience, right, and balancing things, is to protect the player from themselves. As I tend to say a lot. is that players will optimize the fun out of anything. And, you know, optimizing can be fun in its own right, but there's a lot of other things that you can have fun doing in a game that is not just optimizing. No hate to the people who want to optimize things. So, not having very clear dominant strategies is one of the ways that you can prevent people from optimizing the fun out of games, is actually having things that are balanced. Soft locks in Chapter 13, meanwhile. Chapter 13 is the Daybreak thing, right? Daybreak map? Oh, I remember why we didn't, why everyone has full motivation, because I fucking skipped the teaching session. Remember? I was fucking stupid.
Seems...
Chapter 13 is just not made for maddening in the slightest. Yeah. Truly, it is a terrible map. Are there any S battalions that matter? I don't know. I'm doing it for fun. Petra the long-range savior. Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. Friendly reminder that Petra just has +2 movement for the rest of the game now. Which is not fair at all to anybody. Like, probably one of the most unfair things ever. I don't even know what Constance is doing. She's a dancer, right?
I could do it.
Okay. Catherine is a swordmaster.
Thank. Looks. I'm.
One. You.
Okie dokie.
I've got a question.
I like to wake at dawn and sleep at dusk, but being in an army breaks my routine. What if I get sleepy in battle? Shouldn't the fear of dying keep you awake? I'll carry you on my back. Wait, what?
Professor.
What do you mean? I can't just say that? I can offer to do that. I'm just gonna tell her you're gonna fucking die. Make sure you don't fall asleep.
Wait, we will... I am having...
Oh right, Petra needs to learn writing. Definitely gonna remember that. Yeah, I just want to double check people's abilities. Because you probably want this. You already have bow prowess, so that doesn't matter. Yep, alright. Nobody else has, like, anything else. This is the most ridiculous set of abilities. Okay. Happy hates the church, including you. Too real. We have seen most of these. We haven't seen the ones with like Flayn and Catherine. Setheth. Oh my god, we actually have to watch these.
Ah.
In this one, we haven't seen any of the ones with the new units, so we'll watch those.
Now then, where is that book on dance?
Hello, Flayn. I'm curious if you could confirm some suspicions I have.
Hello, Linhardt. What is it?
I've recently been lost in study on the topic of Saint Sethlene. You're familiar with her life, yes?
I know a little of her, as do many. But what does this have to do with me?
Interesting that you would ask that. Your question betrays your understanding of my inquiry.
I am quite certain that it does not, as a matter of fact.
Hey, do you know Saint Sethlene?
Several members of the
Do you know anything about her?
Monastery. All agree that you have trouble focusing on detail-oriented work. As I mentioned, I have been carefully researching Saint Sethlene's history, and I found several intriguing anecdotes concerning her life. Granted, it is not stated explicitly in the texts, but it is easy enough to read between the lines and get to the underlying truth.
Flayn, can you tell me more about Saint Sethlene and, like, specifically, like, what her morning routine was? Like, you know, what kind of fish did she like eating, you know?
The authors of several tomes, all written within 50 years of Saint Sethlene's passing, imply she found it difficult to maintain focus on detail-oriented tasks. Then, just this morning, as I was studying statues of Saint Sethlene, I came to realize how similar her visage is to your own. Interesting, no?
Yeah, why do you look exactly like Saint Sethlene? Just wondering. Flayn, could you answer that question? Why do you, of all people, look almost exactly like Saint Sethlene? Name 3 of Sethlene's songs. Fake fan. The ADHD is started the crest.
I do not appreciate your disrespectful approach to this topic.
No disrespect intended, I assure you. Saint Sethlene is a major saint. I only mean to say that looking like her is an honor.
I actually meant that you are being disrespectful to Saint Sethlene.
There was one other item.
If you must.
You are quite skilled in white magic, yes? My understanding is that you have a very high affinity for the art.
Yes, I do. I am confident in my abilities. I am glad of my abilities, for it is a way in which I am able to help others.
Indeed. Once more an echo of Saint Sethlene. I'm so curious as to why such similarities exist. Her crest? Perhaps hereditary traits then? Or is it possible I am allowing myself to see patterns where there are none?
Just... I understand that in universe it's just like... skilled in faith magic. C rank faith. Yep. I believe we call that ludonarrative dissonance. But also all the stories could just be a lie. Who knows?
I am very busy searching for a book. I will be going now.
Linhardt, stop being a nerd. Hey, Flayn, could you tell me more about Saint Sethlene? Like, could you just, like, tell me everything? Lude-O narrative?
Catherine? Thunderbrand.
Yes.
I'm here to see it.
I love the
Well,
Lude-O narrative.
That came out of the blue.
Also, welcome,
I wish
Rance.
for you to show me Thunderbrand so I may better understand the relic before I...
Yo, you can't just approach someone and ask them to show you their sword. Like, that's crazy.
You want to use Thunderbrand. Is this a joke?
No, I just want you to whip out Thunderbrand on my face.
Have you paid any attention to your training? If you use a hero's relic that doesn't match your crest, you'll become a demonic beast.
I am well aware of what became of Miquelon Gautier. It is true that those lacking a crest
Huh.
are easily turned into demonic beasts when
Sure.
attempting to use any relic.
Fair, reasonable.
However, research indicates that if you have a crest...
Sorry, we were
even
talking
if
about the
relic is
Ludo
not
narrative,
compatible,
so...
it's less likely that you will be transformed against your will.
Less likely doesn't mean impossible. I won't let you take such a dangerous gamble.
There's no recorded example of a transformation occurring after a single use of a relic. One attempt is barely a gamble. So, as a man of science, let me use it just once.
Nope, never.
Let's say you're right and I do become a demonic beast. What of it? I'm the only one who will be inconvenienced.
This is incorrect.
And I've already made preparations to be subdued should that occur. I fail to see your problem.
You're a fool. Don't talk about the hero's relics like they're toys to play with.
Fine then, forget I asked. There is no persuading you when you're angry. Let us resume this conversation another time.
If you come back another time, you'll find my position hasn't changed.
True? Fair? Reasonable?
Oh, is that Sedith? Wow, he looks really deep in thought. I wonder what he's writing. A secret diary, maybe?
That phrase doesn't quite work, does it? Let's see about an alternative.
Too uncertain for a diary. Maybe it's a letter. Or a poem.
No, that's bound to introduce misunderstanding. Precision is the key.
It must be really important if he's putting that much thought into every word.
But I mustn't overcomplicate things either. Parting words ought to be precise.
Parting? It's a farewell letter? Is he writing his resignation? Sedith can be a little scary sometimes, but I hope he doesn't leave. It'd be sad to see him go. He shouldn't make such rash decisions. If he's unhappy about something, he should tell someone.
Come now. Do you really think I would resign?
You heard all that?
You were literally shouting behind his back.
Talking to yourself, then you should not speak.
Yo, so true.
I'm sorry.
Said that's so true.
I'm sorry! I won't disturb you ever again!
Wait, Bernadetta. Ah, typical behavior for the girl. Most concerning. Can she really go through life this way?
Yeah, I wonder if that's something they just, like, didn't change in that one particular scene. About the crests. You've seen this one. You've definitely seen these. I'm pretty sure.
I've been looking for you.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if we've seen this one.
Hello, Marianne. All done for the day?
Oh, Sylvain. Yes, I was just heading back to my quarters.
Well then, my timing couldn't be better. I was just heading into town and I thought maybe you'd like to join me?
I don't think I should.
I heard a story once about a beautiful maiden who was locked up in a monastery day and night. She was held prisoner by her own fear of the outside world. Then a brave knight set the girl free and took her to town, where they drank tea and talked for hours. So, my fair maiden?
Please, you should not waste your time.
Sylvain, I will suplex you.
Besides,
Leave
my
her alone,
grandfather
please.
requested that I not stray too far from the monastery.
Margrave Edmund wants to keep you locked up, huh? I've heard he's, let's call it ambitious. Well, just tell him who I am. I think he'd approve. I'm heir to House Gautier, one of the most prominent families in the kingdom. I've got a crest, I've got money, and I'm stunningly handsome. What's that face for, Marianne? Was it the handsome thing? I can see how that might have been a bit much.
I don't really know you all that well, but I don't think it makes a difference. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me that you have a crest.
Oh, no. I didn't mean you should find my crest impressive. I meant your family would, and you know what? Maybe I should start over.
If you're going into town, please just go without me.
Oh, okay. I've got to get going anyway. Places to be, you know. Well, this is me going. But remember, should you ever need me, I will forever be your knight, my maiden.
I wonder what he meant by
that. We have to have seen this before, right? What did he mean by that? What did Edelgard mean by this? What did they mean by that?
Hey.
Hey, Leonie. I mean, hello, beautiful. What brings a sweet girl like you to a place like this?
I think we actually haven't seen this.
I just came to the greenhouse to look at flowers. What's with you?
Negative Riz Sylvain, yeah.
Nothing much. I was just thinking about how sunflowers don't deserve to be stuffed away in a greenhouse. They'd bloom better out in the open, just like you.
Could you cut the weird metaphors and just say what you want to say? Oh wait, I get it. I'm not ladylike enough to fit in with all the pretty flowers.
No, okay, that compliment backfired. Let me try a different angle.
This is a joke, right? Tell me this is a joke.
What have you got against sunflowers anyway? I think they're lovely myself. If you think I only care about delicate flowers raised in a greenhouse, you've got me all wrong. Statuesque sunflowers, blooming proud and tall in the open air, have a beauty all their own.
Is that right?
You better believe it. And the same goes for you. You have a beauty unlike any other. I look at you and I see sunflowers.
The no comment.
Look, can you just...
Can you stop this?
At this point, I feel like anything I say is just going to make you more angry.
Why are you suddenly not capable of carrying on a normal conversation?
My eyes have been opened to the charms of the beautiful flower blooming right beside me. It's a whole new day for my heart.
You can quit messing with me at any time.
I'm not. I'm absolutely serious. You really are as charming as any flower.
My dude.
I see that now.
Would you
Sylvain
stop?
is a robot.
Weird.
Even sincerity doesn't work? What kind of flirting is going to satisfy you? You know what? I'm just going to leave you alone for now, so I can get a fresh start some other time.
Right. Bye. Charming? Me, of all people. Like I'd actually believe that. Stupid.
Oh, damn. Alright. It was working a little bit, I guess. I do find it funny though how it's like, can you not call me boy? You know what I mean? So Sylvain just, welcome Cavalier. Hey, how's it going? It's been a while. And they never talk again. Yeah. I think I was saying about these two. It was like, so Sylvain was like, okay, time to turn on the Riz because I am talking to a female. And then it's just like the most cringe shit ever. You don't have to apologize. I'm just noting the amount of time that has been between the last time. Right? It's a relatively normal thing to say. Whenever you say, like, long time no see, you've been working on your mod. Yeah, I was going to ask you how that's been going.
It was so sunny
Sure
this morning,
something.
but now it's absolutely
For a beta launch,
pouring.
cool.
Did you hear the thunder just now? Good thing we got all the clothes indoors before the skies opened
We've
up.
seen this. It's relatively cute. They talk about how it's like raining. It's like, why is it always raining around me?
It must be difficult letting those...
Hey, Marianne.
I don't know if we've watched this or
Really?
not.
I wish...
I feel like we have. Because Leonie and Marianne were in a group before.
Oh, hello, Sedith.
Hello, Leonie. I imagine you are here to fish?
Yeah, this is a great spot for it. you must be a pretty experienced fisherman, huh?
Actually, while I have enjoyed the hobby for a long while, I must admit I am less than proficient.
Now that you mention it, I can see you're not having much luck today.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how that game works.
Well,
And
that
how
explains
installing
it.
mods
But why bother
works.
fishing at all if you're not even trying to catch
It's all
something?
very complicated, you know?
Truthfully, I fish only so that I might relax. It is soothing to me to cast the line and watch the water ripple. My days are busy, even hectic. It helps to find peace and quiet every so often.
Oh, that makes sense. Still, if you're going to go to all the trouble, you may as well actually bait the line.
Maybe so. But, to my chagrin, I do not even know what type of bait to use.
Doesn't Flame love fish? Why would Seteth not know how to fish?
I learned to fish by accompanying my wife. She was always the one to bait the hooks.
Literally, they just tell you. Okay,
She
got
would
it.
hand me the rod, and I would cast my line. I never paid attention to how the rest was done.
Ah. And your wife, where is she now?
Fucking dead.
She passed away quite some time ago. Since then, I have only to fish on my own. Even so, I find peace out here. Bait or no bait. What about you? Why do you fish?
Well, yes, I offered to play it when you asked the first time. I mean, mind you, it means I'll need to figure out all of the things, which is going to be a hassle. Or I think the hassle part is needing to learn and play a game that I was not initially intending on learning or playing. But yeah, I mean, taking a look at it, I think will be fun. Do a Design the Spire. The Long Dead series. The series of all time.
Me? Just for the fish, actually. For me, it's purely practical. Catch a bite now, one less meal to worry about later. Hunting, fishing, whatever it takes to get by. That's how I've always done it.
Design
I'm
the
not exactly
spin-off.
starving right now, but back then, if I couldn't catch
Yes.
something, I'd go hungry. So getting the hang of it was pretty vital.
I would certainly say so. I imagine it is intensely
Yeah, I don't know. I
satisfying
feel like
to
whenever
catch a
I talk
fish
about
when the
game
meat is
design
so
things,
great.
I'm just like
Probably, yeah.
rambling
The
in
mood
circles.
makes it more purposeful. But hey, if you ever
Yeah.
want to try fishing for real, I'd be happy to share my bait with you. And if you catch something, I'll cook it up nicely for you. How's that for motivation?
Oh, are you a skilled chef also?
Can't promise it'll be fancy, but it'll taste good.
Impressive. Wouldn't you know it, I am suddenly overcome with the urge to excel.
Great! Let's get started.
Wait, so you were talking about fishing or something? Nothing, literally nothing important? Got it. Cool. We have enough time to do, like, a few battles. It's like, I don't actually want to take more than, like, half an hour, so... I wonder if I can just finish this one very quickly. Yeah, glad to hear that your mod is doing well. Well, hopefully it is. Have you done any... So this is a good question. Have you done any playtesting yet?
Why is it preferable to have stillness?
No, we've already
I would
read
hit me, but
this.
space. Yes, I am. What part of? So, you are. I get it. Professor was asking this of me. I know. Tyrion, Bernie. So
You could also maybe just stream your playing of the game. It does not have many active
is the
content
point?
creators. I don't think that necessarily implies much. I mean, I'd probably need to do a stream of, like, learning the mechanics to begin with, and then a one for the mod. Doot, doot. Okay. See if we can... Oh, I forgot to see if I could get another magic bow. Whoopsie. It was two to repair one, right? Man. What other bow can I give you? None of these, because they're all fucking broken. Let's do this and this.
Welcome.
But yeah, when abouts were you gonna be finishing that?
Is that thanks a bunch? Is that thanks a bunch?
In like a week. Okay. And which one? What was the game called again? Because I looked it up at the time, but I never actually, like, listed it or anything like that. Gonna... There. Okay. Now I should be able to remember that. I guess I could also just learn the mechanics off stream, like play it myself, and then download the mod at some point in time. Well, I guess, like, let me know. I mean, I make my schedules basically every Monday, so I imagine if you're planning for in about a week, then it would be 2 weeks from now. I know I said to give Leonie some more fitting bows for killing than a longbow, but having at least the longbow for an option is good. Probably not wrong. But now we don't have any space. It is crazy how it's just Lyrilyte has no attacks. She has no attacks. Zero attacks. Oh wait, is this an 11 unit map? Oh shit. You get to use Seteth. That's crazy. Or Sylvain? Or we don't bring an 11th because I don't fucking want to. Cool. Because it's not like Sylvain's gonna attack anything anyways. Let's give Sylvain to Lycithia. That should be fine. Map. Okay. And this map turns into route everybody, so...
I have been hearing that we will be taking... We should go east!
Sylvain sure is still a monk. Yep. Sure is.
I will prevail.
I do this for all of us.
It already doesn't look good.
Ready for anything.
Well, I could have checked to see if Ferdinand could class up.
My orders? Let's make this quick.
It's going good. We're killing it.
Apologies.
What's my strategy?
Oh my goodness.
More fighting.
You know what?
I'm awake.
Thank you.
I'll crush them all.
The draw and lost branches costed. Oh, the draw and lost branches costed so much lower than it is inspired. Definitely threw me for a loop when designing my draw cards. Common 1 mana draw 3 is just a normal thing in this game. Well, yeah, if that's required by the system, then it makes sense, right? All things are designed differently.
What's my strategy?
Like that other roguelike that
More
Hoy was
fighting.
talking about a while back, the one by Indie Creates. You can't decline to draft cards, but also that means that basically, like, card draw is a lot easier to come by. So depending on the reason why they did that, like, it's fine.
My orders? Let's make this quick. Sally forth! That helps.
I suppose this isn't going to work any better than the last time. Who's attacking? We do this. Aha.
Much needed.
Apologies.
Ready for anything.
I'm awake.
Well done.
I'll crush them all.
I don't think we're going to be able to finish this in 20 minutes. To be honest with you.
Invigorating.
But we're sure gonna try real hard to see if we can.
So reliable.
Well, Emblem of Flames, I think, is this how you do the conversing?
I will.
Well, I mean, we're kind of just like doing stuff that we've already done. It's like little low energy strim. It's not a big deal. Also, these sections is normally like... I was like, can Assassinate trigger if you don't deal damage? Wait, where even is the Assassinate passive? Is that something you only get when you master the class? Am I stupid? Skim isn't that different, just that it's an uncommon, but that also totally depends on the mana economy. If you have 5 mana, then that is a lot better compared to Skim. You want to equip Lethality or just haven't mastered it yet? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, I think I just haven't mastered the class
My
yet,
orders?
so I guess we don't have lethality yet. For some reason, I've been going this entire time thinking I've had lethality, but I just literally haven't had lethality. You do have 5 mana. Yeah.
Ready for anything.
The types of turns you're playing are just, like, different. We just left the slot open for when you do master it. I think Leone just didn't have any other important skills. I just unequipped the Lance Mastery because it wasn't doing anything. All boss relics give mana with no downsides.
That helps. I shall. Let's make this quick.
Yeah, it's like the game likely expects you to be doing very different things, right?
I'm impressed.
I'm awake.
I think unfortunately we are going to die.
Good idea.
That really helped.
I'll crush them all.
An interesting way to do it, they all give mana, so you just care about the positive effect of the boss relic. That is in addition to the mana. Yeah,
What's
it's
my
like
strategy?
the amount of actions they're expecting you to do is likely more because there's more draw and there's more draw, there's more mana.
If I d
Did you know that that thing has Vantage? Because I didn't.
My orders?
I'm awake.
Thanks. I do this for all of us.
Thank you.
Yeah, needless to say that the games are different. Having different
I will
heuristics is important.
Let's make this Sally forth.
Thank you. Ready for anything. What's my strategy?
Guess I don't know what the significance of mana color is yet. Or what the opportunity cost of that is. Because it's like, you're saying if the character has particular mana color, I don't know if I understand what that means in context of the greater system. Because it's in something like Magic, you make the deck in advance, so...
Get the trick.
Didn't mean to delete that. Yeah, I don't understand the significance of mana color yet. So we'll,
Was it?
I mean, do we think it would be better if I learned this on stream or off stream? I feel like with games like Slay the Spire, right? It's like there are people who play those games, or like I think Slay the Spire is relatively popular. So because it was kind of like one of the earliest ones.
Much more.
I want to say that there might have been one before that, but I can't think of any. It definitely was part of the popularization of the genre. So... God, I keep forgetting Petra just has +2 movement. It's insane. Ooh, whatever. What was I gonna say? So my point was that if a game is popular, then playing it and being new and being like, ooh, look, I don't know how to play this game, and then a bunch of people who do know how to play the game are like, you dumbass, why did you draft Clash? That card is fucking terrible. And then, like, you know, the new player lens is valuable because of the fact that there are a bunch of not new players who already have heuristics. Whereas, for this game, I don't know how many people have played it, so... I don't know if there's a value to me learning it on stream.
An encouraging display.
Oh my goodness. Ferdinand just, like, cannot kill this person. Ferdinand is on blocking duty. Or dodging duty? Want me to link your stream in the game's Discord if you do it on stream? They have a section in their Discord for sharing content creators. I see. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what I would want to do. So we're gonna use our second warp. What are we gonna do? We need to kill that archer. Oh, we haven't used the first warp. We used the stride. That's what we used. So Dorothy is actually gonna be able to kill this archer. I swear, totally 100%, with 100% certainty. This is definitely gonna work. Fuck. It did not, in fact, work.
Great job.
Ugh. It's so much area.
Good form.
Dorothea going to kill, not likely, bud. She had a 33% chance to crit.
I do this
Something
for
like
all
that.
of us. Impressive as always.
Adding new mana colors to your pool adds new neutrals to the draft pool.
I will
Yeah,
prevail.
which I have no concept of right now, in this current moment. Crit me instead? Oh my god, Cesar. I think
What's
my
my
crit chance is
strategy?
very low.
Ready for anything.
The chance for me to
My
crit
orders?
anybody is incredibly, exceedingly low.
Sally forth! Did the trick. That shall do nicely.
Smaller pool also means more consistent draft. So when you add colors, you get different cards for draft. Changes what you can draft.
More fighting.
I'm awake.
I'm assuming you choose what colors when you get like boss relics and stuff. I don't know.
A bit. I'll crush them all.
When you get boss relics.
Some of this.
So this.
I'm awake.
I'll crush them all. More fighting.
That doesn't kill them. Oh my god. Great. Yeah, that's fucking Joker, dude. It's just Joker. We're not gonna. Oops.
What's my strategy?
The thing that I wanted to do was this.
Thanks. More fighting. My orders?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm awake.
Oh no. Drawback? Can we... Yeah, let's go. Now Lysithea dies. She doesn't die, just kidding.
Let's make this quick.
I'm cold and my throat is sore, so ladies, please let me suck on those crits. Oh boy. Do you plan for a normal bow build for Claude, or... I haven't decided yet, I haven't thought about it.
I'll crush them all.
I don't know what Claude can do. We can brainstorm now if we want. What is Claude's personal skill? Like, what does it actually do? Guard, fucking...
I do this for all
fucking
of us.
guy. Pre-time skip. We can... Or... Do they even have unique skills pre-time skip? They don't, right? Oh, I guess we can't really plan for it then, can we?
You're relentless.
They don't, right.
I will prevail.
Do we actually want to know what Claude's post-time skip thing is? I feel like leaving it as a surprise might be better, no? Or should I know in advance?
My light.
It's tough decision, tough decision. I mean, what are Claude's, like, growths? You just made him a dancer? It's funny. What are his growths? Like, what is he good at doing?
Back to the fray.
Oh. Being stunned. Stunned. What turn are we on? 8? I believe they spawn on turn 10. The reinforcements. Claude is just decent at everything. So he has, like, fairly spread out growths. 60 dex and 55 speed, that's the only bits that matter. Well, he could be a good assassin then.
Remain cautious.
Could give him like a... just slap a brave bow on him with lethality proc. That could be cool. Basically what Leonie's doing, except he won't be fucking useless. What else is Dex good at doing?
Did the trick.
Does it get any interesting spells? He has an axe budding talent, I think. What does the budding talent of his axe thing do? You can tell me that. Because that's something I would just look up. His personal class is the only one that's actually good. Okay, I've decided. So, let me know what the post-time skip personal skill is. And also let me know what his first personal class does, not the, like, upgraded ones. You can let me know what those are. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. We are actually gonna wrap up, but I am curious about this so I can start thinking about it. Not that this part of this run is gonna be over anytime soon. We literally just started it, but I am curious, so let's think about it a little bit. Be back in like 2 seconds. And we'll close the discussion on this and we'll probably be done. Okay, I'm back. No one wanted to write me the essay or type out the thing for him.
I will prevail.
So we need Petra to not go past the certain point so that the things spawn later. Claude has a lame hair. Yeah, but I wanted to know what his personal class did. Among other things. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. We have Catherine. So what is this gonna be? I'll probably take a guess, but who's going to be ambushing us? Find out. Oh, fuck you. Ah, it's Hubert.
Well, this little diplomatic errand to Bridget just got interesting. It seems we have some special guests. Capture the road ahead before they reach it.
If they are blocking the road, I will...
Yeah, okay. So it is Hubert. Hubert.
I will prevail.
Let's try to leave these people over here.
Sally forth!
What's my strategy?
I'll crush them all.
My orders?
I'm awake.
Did the trick.
His axe butting talent gives him an okay combat art. His personal skill gives him pass. His personal class is a flying bow class. Oh yeah, I think we knew that part. I was more wondering like what mastering the class like did anything.
Ready for anything.
I do this for
Was
all
the thing I was
of us.
more curious about.
Thank
Like
you.
if there's any, if the skill you inherit or like if the skill you learn from the class is valuable for making a build around. His personal skill gives him pass. I mean, that's just not very valuable, is it? Or pass is better when you're an assassin, I guess, because you can just run past people and then they won't attack you. So there's that. Most of the Golden Deer builds choice are kind of boring. That would replace them with the church characters for meme potential. Oh, that I would replace them with the church characters for meme potential. I mean... Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with Lysithea for the 70th time, but we'll find out, I guess. Or maybe I'll be forced to not use Lysithea. Who knows? No, this doesn't kill you. Interesting.
Bridget is a vassal of the Empire. You will not turn them against us.
Work like Lysithea? War Monk. Yeah, I was already thinking that. Or I think I said that last time. We do punchy magic. Lysithea. Because I don't think her stats really afford her anything else, so... Oh.
An ambitious plan.
This personal class combat art is very good, but not game breaking.
But if you could die swiftly and without a struggle, I would greatly appreciate it.
Jeez.
The more I can do.
Hubert, what the fuck? What the hell?
That shall do nicely.
Okay, Catherine, don't die. His base personal class mastered ability is Pomp and Circumstance like everyone else, which is awful. Right, I think the problem with doing this was that we couldn't exactly get back over to the other side, right? Actually block the horsies over here. Oh, shit. Instead, the way that we handled this last time was we just got double teamed by both sides.
Looks.
Man, Catherine, you suck. And Leonie, you suck. Man, Petra, you tried your best. Yeah.
Apologies.
Favoritism? Nonsense. I would never. I would never show favoritism or preferential treatment to anybody for any reason. Can you just tell me if I die? Thank you. So annoying.
Thank you.
I needed that.
Don't
Hate old people. Do I have an assault troop on standby? What is your gambit? Onslaught. Damn. That's no good. Yeah, I think I did this wrong. Do I have gambit still? I do.
I will prevail.
Okay, well.
Ready for anything.
It's not good. It's not great.
I am here for you.
What's my strategy?
Okay. Good.
All you.
Good.
An encouraging display.
My orders?
More fighting.
Maybe I do this for all of us. Let's make this quick.
Do I have any more big? Yeah, Lysithia. Fucking kill them. Yeah. I think. I don't know. Probably. Maybe. I want to say that Petra's gonna survive in the push.
I will hope too.
So random fun fact, Hilda and Silver Snow in Chapter 20 is just in Felix's room for no reason whatsoever. Saying this because we don't have Hilda. That's so strange. The fuck did we kill this guy? Like that apparently.
Don't let me sally forth.
Thank you.
I'm awake.
Thank you.
Crack ship part of it too. Two nut, yeah, what? What do you mean by crack ship art? What does that mean? We finally got lethality. Crazy.
I'm impressed.
Probably could have seen that coming.
More fighting.
Ready for anything.
An ambitious plan. I will prevail.
I would rather not spend time on what a crack ship is. 2020 did a lot of damage to my
What's
brain.
my strategy?
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, I have no idea what that means. But cool. Great, good to know.
Don't let me die for nothing.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm awake.
This is incredibly upsetting to me.
Much.
Sally forth.
He still has a gambit. Still have onslaught. I hate this. I just hate this.
Inspired.
Good form.
Oh. Just a ship without much canonical implication. Okay. I mean, sure.
Let's make this quick.
I mean, yeah, when people are schizoing out in their own houses, I mean, what better way to do that than write crack ship fanfiction, I guess. Okay. Looks like we're gonna complete this one.
For all of us. My orders?
I love just needing to slowly walk my way over to the remaining people.
Well done.
We have one Divine Pulse. Probably got to make sure we don't
Thank you.
randomly lose it. Right.
Keep it up. I'll follow your example.
So anyways, Lysithea isn't going to have any durability after this. Which is fine. It's okay. Everything is going to be okay.
That took...
Oh, hey Pixel, how's it going?
Not so fast!
Been a while. How have you been? We're probably going to be wrapping up in like the next literal minute. It's good to see you. Okay. Oh, moly.
It is done.
Fine. This
Ah.
isn't exact.
Skip. Oh, I maybe could have, like, seen what they were saying, but I just assumed that it was going to be the same. Remember when it took forever to beat this map? Yeah. Well, it's because we didn't know all the things with the map.
The vegetation around here's it may be no
Yeah,
good.
let's just skip this shit. We did not know what the map had to offer. This time, we did know. So it was not an issue. Okay, that's gonna be it. Sorry we did not get a moment to catch up, Pixel, but yeah. Knowledge is power, exactly. Doing good, you're doing college finals right now. Okay. I see. Yeah, sorry if I'm in a bit of a rush out, but we are 11 past when I said I was going to be leaving, you know. These Sunday streams aren't particularly long, so. But if you're in the middle of finals right now, hey, good luck. You know, it's serious business. I mean, I was like, I have opinions on this, I guess, but nah, I mean, do your best. Best of luck and all that. Glad you at least got the end of this. Yeah. Hope you do well on your stuff. Okay, that's gonna be it. So if you are still here, I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Appreciate your support as always, and I'll see you next time. I'm hoping to have a longer metaphor stream next week. I don't know when I'm gonna put it. It'll probably be one of the streams, as I will spend a little bit more time playing now that I have time. So, thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.